Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. So we'll go over the NBA Eastern Conference Final Game 1. We'll look ahead to the Western Conference Final Game 1. Stanley Cup Eastern Conference Final Game 1 tonight. We'll talk about that. Baseball, WNBA, soccer, golf. Season finale of The Masked Singer and Survivor. News and notes and best bets. We'll start the NBA Conference Finals in the East. Game 1 was a classic. Celtics come back and win it in overtime by a score of 133-128. The Pacers made some mistakes. Boston takes advantage, and they take a 1-0 series lead into Game 2. Jason Tatum at 36 and 12 boards. Tyrese Halliburton at 25 and 10 in defeat. So, Pacers, too many mistakes down the stretch, and then Boston capitalizes. And then, tonight, 8:30 TNT, Mavs T-Wolves, Game 1, Kevin Harlan, Stan Van Gundy, Reggie Miller on the call. I believe Chris Haynes is the sideline reporter. My line is Timberwolves by 6, total 224 and 3/10. And Minnesota is giving 4, total 207.5. I still like the over. I think that Minnesota will score its points. But Dallas is a really good offensive team, so I really like the over. But I would lay at Minnesota. I think they win Game 1. That crowd's going to be fired up. Anthony Edwards is going to be fired up, so I'm going to take the Teals to win Game 1, but I like the over as well. Not as much as I love the over in the Celtics game last night, but I do like the over in this game, nonetheless. Okay, now move on to the Stanley Cup Final, or Conference Final, my bad. Game 1 from MSG. Panthers, Rangers. 8 o'clock ESPN, Sean McDonough, Ray Ferraro, and Emily Kaplan on the call. It's a pick 'em, -110 each way, over under 5.5. Over is -106, under is -114. Florida plus 1.5 is -295. Rangers -1.5 plus 235. I like the Rangers in Game 1, -110. I think that they have a lot of momentum. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, so I would go with the under 2. But in case of like an empty net situation, I think that home crowd's going to get behind the Rangers. The rally in Game 6, the win, I think that momentum carries over. So I'm going to take the Rangers in a pick-em at -110 at home. Now we'll go over the baseball results from yesterday and look ahead to today's games. Guardians over the Mets 7-6. Brewers over the Marlins 7-5. Reds over the Padres 2-0. Pirates over the Giants 7-6 and 10 on a walk-off single by Nick Gonzalez. Phillies over the Rangers 5-2. Mariners over the Yankees 6-3. Twins over the Nationals 10-0. Red Sox over the Rays 5-2. White Sox over the Blue Jays 5-0. Cubs over the Braves 4-3 and 10 on a walk-off infield single by Nico Horner, so best bet wins. Royals over the Tigers 10-3. O's Cards suspended will resume this afternoon. Astros over the Angels 6-5 and 10 on a walk-off single by Jeremy Pena. A's over the Rockies 5-4. And the D-backs over the Dodgers 7-3. All right, 12:15. The Cards-O's game will resume. 1 o'clock, Twins-Nats. Simeon Woods Richardson and Jake Irvin. Twins -138. Nats plus 118 over under 9. Over is -1. Under is -112. Twins -1.5 is plus 116. Nats plus 1.5 is -140. That's a tough one. But the Nationals, according to ESPN Analytics, as the percentage edge. So I'm going to go with the Nationals as a home underdog. That's plus 118. Mets Guardians. Jose Quintana, Tristan McKenzie. Guardians minus 126, Mets plus 108, over under 9, overs minus 8, unders minus 112. Mets plus 1.5 is minus 92, Guardians minus 1.5 plus 158. I like the under. 115 O's Cards, John Meads, Kyle Gibson. O's minus 134, Cards plus 114, over under 8.5. Why is this headed way? O's minus 1.5 is plus 116, Cards plus 1.5 is minus 140. I don't feel good about it, but I'm going to go with the over. 2 o'clock, Angels, Astros, Tyler Anderson, Hunter Brown. Astros minus 178, Angels plus 150, over under 9, overs minus 102, and there's minus 120. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 137, Astros minus 1.5 is plus 114. I'm going to go with the Angels outright, plus 150. Tigers, Royals, Drake Scaball, Cole Reagans. Good pitching matchup. Tigers minus 116, Royals minus 102, over under 7.5, overs minus 102, and there's minus 120. Tigers minus 1.5 is plus 138, Royals plus 1.5 minus 166. I'm going to go with the Tigers minus 116 at a cheaper price. 6:30 Brewers Marlins, Freddie Peralta, Jesus Luzardo. Brewers minus 144, Marlins plus 122, over under 7.5, overs even money, unders minus 122. Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 118. Marlins plus 1.5 is minus 142. I'm going to go with the over. Don't feel good about it, though. Padres, Reds. Michael King, Nick Martinez. Padres minus 126. Reds plus 108. Over under 9.5. Minus 120 Troy. Padres minus 1.5 is plus 125. Reds plus 1.5 is minus 150. I like the over. Giants, Pirates. Blake Snell, Jared Jones. Pirates minus 124, Giants plus 106, over under 7.5, overs minus 8, unders minus 112. Giants plus 1.5 is minus 200, Pirates minus 1.5 plus 164, I like the over. Blake Snell's just been terrible this year. Rangers, Phillies, Dane Dunning, Taijuan Walker. Phillies minus 134, Rangers plus 114, over under 9.5, overs minus 112, unders minus 8. Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 76, Phillies minus 1.5 plus 146, I'm going to go with the over. 650 Red Sox, Rays, Brian Balow and Ryan Papuai. Rays minus 134, Red Sox plus 106, over under 7.5, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Red Sox minus 1.5 is plus 172, Rays plus 1.5 is minus 210. Red Sox favored on the run line, Rays favored on the money line. That's a tough one, but I'm going to go with the over. 7 o'clock, Mariners, Yankees. Bryce Miller, Nestor Cortez. Yanks minus 152, Mariners plus 128, over under 8, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Mariners plus 1.5 is minus 162, Yanks minus 1.5 plus 134. I think this is a bounce back spot for the Yankees after losing their last two. Their offense has kind of gotten cold after a good couple of weeks. So I'm going to lay the run line with the Yankees, but I don't feel strong about it. White Sox, Blue Jays, Nick Nastrini, Chris Bassett. That's not posted yet, but ESPN Bet has it, but not FanDuel. That's weird. Jays minus 230. White Sox plus 195, over on there. 8.5. Or plus 105, unders minus 175. Jays minus 1.5 is minus 15. White Sox plus 1.5 is minus 105. I like the over at plus 105. Um, 7:30 Braves, Cubs. Max Fried, Justin Steele. Braves minus 142, Cubs plus 120, over under 9, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Braves minus 1.5 is plus 105, Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 126. Like the under, Justin Steele pitch better than Luzier Wright is. 9:30 Rockies, A's, Austin Gomber, Mitch Spence. A's minus 126, Rockies plus 108, over under 8, overs minus 8, unders minus 112. Rockies -1.5 is plus 164. A's +1.5 is -100. So Rockies favorite on the run line, A's favorite on the money line. I'm going to go with the under. And last but not least, 10 o'clock, D-backs Dodgers. Ryan Nelson, Tyler Glasnow. Dodgers -270, Diamondbacks +220, over under 8.5. Overs -102, unders -120. D-backs +1.5 is +104. Dodgers -1.5 is -125. I like the over at -102. Now I'll do the WNBA. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today. Dream over the Wings, 83-78. Mercury over the Aces, 98-88. And the Sparks over the Mystics, 70-68. So, wow, the Mercury pulled off the road upset at the Aces. That's crazy. All right, only one game tonight at 10 o'clock. Fever Storm. Obviously, Caitlin Clark and company looking for win number 1. They had a great shot the other day, but they did not come through. Seattle's a 6-point favorite. At home, total is 165.5. I'm actually going to take the Fever to cover. They've been in these games. Granted, this is on the road. Seattle's really good. But I think that Indiana should hang around in that game. So I'm going to take the Fever getting 6 to just cover the spread. Now, on the soccer, we'll go over the notable results and look ahead to notable soccer for today. All right. Atlanta-Charleston was a 0-0 draw, but Atlanta advances 5-4 on penalties. New Mexico over NYCFC 2-3-0. KC over Tulsa 4-0. At the time of recording, Sacramento over San Jose 2-1 as of now, and then LAFC over Loudoun 1-0 at halftime. All right, 3 more round of 16 U.S. Open games. 7 o'clock, Indy, Detroit. So it's a battle of USL teams. Indy -130, Detroit +280, and the draws +280. Indy 11's hot. I'm gonna go under 2.5 goals though, -112. 7:30, Tampa, Dallas. So MLS against USL. Pick them +150 each way, and the draw is +250. I'm going with Dallas +150. And then 10:30, Seattle, Phoenix. So you have MLS against USL. This one as well. Seattle -175, Phoenix +410. The draw is 3-1. I'm gonna go with under 2.5 goals at +104. All right, we have the Europa League final today at 3 o'clock. Atalanta, Leverkusen. So Syria against Bundesliga. Gonna be one hell of a game. Leverkusen's favorite -130, Atalanta's +340, and the draw's +260. Both these teams are red hot. I'm gonna go with the draw at +260. And that's really it for soccer. Now move on to golf. We have another tournament coming up. It is the Charles Schwab Challenge from Colonial Golf Course in Harrisburg, PA. Notable tee times, 8 a.m. Grayson Higo, Sam Ryder, Robbie Shelton, S.H. Kim, Kevin Tway, Robert Sabatini. Or Rory Sabatini, my mistake. 8:11. Justin Sue, Wesley Bryan, Tyler Duncan, Scott Stevens, Martin Laird, and Carson Young. 8:22. Aaron Ray, Cam Davis, David Thompson, Brandon Wu, Thomas Dietrich, Bayo Hostler. 8:33. JJ Spawn, Nate Hardy, JT Potson, Davis Riley, Taylor Moore, Ricky Fowler. 8:44. Brian Harmon, Justin Rose, Webb Simpson, Zach Johnson, Kevin Kisner. 8:55. Adam Scott, Camilo Vegas, Luke List, Brendan Todd, Tony Finau. 9:06. Colin Morikawa, Austin Eckler, Sepp Straka, Ches Revive, Victor Norman, Harry English. 9:17. Justin Lauer, Harry Hall, Hayden Buckley, Keith Mitchell, Dylan Wu, Dylan McCarthy. 9:28. Minwoo Lee, Andrew Novak, Tristan Siedenhout, Jimmy Walker, Troy Merritt, Davis Lipsky. 9:39. Harry Springer, Alejandro Tosti, Pearson Coody, Jimmy Stranger, Mac Meisner, Raja Campos. 9:50. Ben Silverman, Parker Coody, Victor Perez, John Kim, Michael Block, and D.A. Skins. Or David Skins. I'm thinking of D.A. Points. I get those two mixed up all the time. 12:50. Mark Hubbard, Doug Gim, Ben Griffin, Caleb Taryn, Ben Martin, Michael Kim. 101. Joel Dahman, Matt Neesmith, Kevin Stroman, Adam Pundit, Matthias Schmid, Matt Trainer. 112. Tyson Alexander, Alex Smalley, Chen Yuan, Nate Lashley, Jason Hadley, Nikolai Hojlard. 123. Chad Ramey, Ashke Bahita, Daniel Berger, Gary Woodland, Lucas Glover, Matt Kuchar. 134. Sanjay M, Adam Svensson, Jordan Spieth, Chris Kirk, Kyung-Gu Lee, Emiliano Grillo. 145. Nicholas Sacavrio, Lucas Hodges, Scotty Scheffler, Brent Snecker, Brett Horschel, Keegan Bradley. 156. Grayson Murray, Adam Schenk, Taylor Hogue, Tom Kim, Chris Goddard, Peter Malnati. 207. Grayson Sieg, Zach Blair, Charlie Hoffman, Ryan Palmer, CAU, Joseph Brumlett. 218. Eric Cole, Ben Taylor, C.T. Pond, Patrick Rogers, Ryan Moore, Matt McDeely. 229. Robert McIntyre, Sammy Valimaki, Rio Hisatune, Ben Coles. 240. Ryan Fox, Austin Spelderman, Eric Barnes, Taylor Whitney, Paul Haley, and Chandler Phillips. So pretty much all of your notables are in there. So last year, Emiliano Grillo won the event in a playoff over Adam Schenk. The year before was Scotty and Sam Burns. No, I'm not picking Scotty. He has too much going on right now. In 21, Kokrak won. Jordan Spieth came in second. COVID year, Berger won. Morikawa second, technically, in a playoff. In 19, it was Kevin Na. Finau came in second. In 18, it was Justin Rose, and Koepka came in second. So there's a lot of golfers that I think have a chance to win this thing. Scotty Scheffler is such a huge favorite. So my pick this time, and I'm not picking Scotty. No way. He was tied for third last time. There's someone that sticks out. He's probably one of the longer shots on the board. He's a good golfer, and he's 120 to 1. Why not? There's a lot of value. I'm going with Ricky Fowler. He tied for sixth last year, and I think that he is good value. So I'm going 120 to 1 with Mr. Ricky Fowler. All right, Masked Singer season finale. We talked about the semifinals on the show yesterday. Clock ended up going home, and she is your second runner-up. Rita Ora with the correct guess of Thelma Houston. Yours truly thought it was Roberta Flack, as did Jenny McCarthy. Robin said Stephanie Mills. Ken with one of the worst guesses of the season with Janet Jackson. So it's down to Gumball, Goldfish, Battle of the G's. I think it's going to be a really fun show. I think both these singers are really good. I think Goldfish is just better. I think she is overpowering. I think she's arguably the best contestant that this show has had since Jewel was Queen of Hearts. I mean, you could even talk about Leanne Rimes as the sun. but she's in that type of territory. And then obviously the one Demi Lovato is the mouse, who it turns out the goldfish is friends with. So ultimately, I think goldfish wins. She is a lot better. Not a lot better, but, like, she is better than Gumball. All due respect to Gumball, who I think will be a worthy runner-up. My guesses may change by the time as I watch this episode. But right now, I'm still sticking with Dennis Quaid for the Gumball and Selena Gomez for the Goldfish. I'm most likely right about Goldfish. I feel pretty good about it, especially after the her and Mouse go way back. Mouse is Demi Lovato, and obviously they were on Barney together. We talked about it, so I really would be surprised if Goldfish is not Selena Gomez. Now on to Survivor. This has been a really fun season to watch. A lot of hard-nosed competitors. So, immunity last week, or there was a reward challenge as the players high stepped through a wooden obstacle before untying the bag with a ball and getting it on the rope on the horizontal ladder. And then they freed the bag and crawled under an obstacle to the finish, where they used it to complete the table maze. And the first player to finish won the Chinese takeout reward with the love letters from home. Charlie won the challenge and picked Liz and Kenzie to share the reward with. I was really happy to see that Liz finally got chosen for something. Charlie has such a good heart. And then immunity, the players climbed to the top of a tall tower in the ocean and dove into the water, and traversing a rope bridge and crossing a balance beam before swimming to the end, where they raced to complete a dolphin block puzzle, and the first player to finish won immunity. Maria won the challenge convincingly, forcing Charlie to target Q instead. And Q had an idol that he found, didn't play it, and as the fourth player in a row to be voted out with an idol in the pocket. So Q and Maria both voted Charlie, and the other four voted Q out. So this is how I think this is going to play out. I think the first immunity winner will be Ben. Maria's out at 5. So she's going to prove to be this season's Carla rather than this season's Dee. At 4, I think Charlie will win immunity. And will pick Liz to go with him to the final 3. Kenzie versus Ben in fire. Ben beats Kenzie. So the final 3, I think, will be Charlie, Ben, and Liz. It'd be great to see Liz in the final 3. And then comes down to the final 3, and the jury asks all the questions and whatnot. And I think ultimately Charlie will win. I think the fact that Maria is on the jury, she'll admit, okay, you got me. I still respect you. You're my friend. She'll vote Charlie. And a lot of other people will vote Charlie because Charlie's amazing. And he has the biggest heart. And he deserves to be the winner of Survivor 46. I don't recall if I did superlatives on last week's show. Like best move of the episode, worst move of the episode. I really don't remember. I think I said the best move. I know the worst move was Q not playing the idol. The best move of the episode was Charlie taking Liz. And that was probably my favorite moment of the episode, too, because Liz deserved the reward. My other favorite moment of the episode was when Q made a comment about Venus. I have to pull up the exact quote that Q said about Venus. It was absolutely hysterical. They say you can see Venus from Earth, but I don't see Venus anywhere. That was the line of the episode. It was in the very beginning of the show. And I laughed so hard over it. So that was the funniest moment of the episode. Best move of the episode was obviously Charlie taking Liz and Kenzie, because that obviously proved that he wanted Maria out, and the girls got on board with it. Q not playing his idol is the worst move of the episode easily, and then I just did how I think it's going to play out. So, Ben immunity at 5, Maria out at 5, Charlie immunity at 4, takes Liz to the final 3, and then Ben over Kenzie and Fire would be my guess. Okay, now we'll move on to the news and notes for today. Rick Carlisle being the bigger person, taking the blame for the loss and how it was his fault. Good job, Rick Carlisle. Could have done that again in the Knicks series, but he does it here. A family is suing LaMelo Ball as Ball allegedly drove over foot of 11-year-old who wanted autograph after Hornets event last October. Yikes. Not ideal. But the question is, I don't think LaMelo would do that on purpose. But yeah, we'll see how that plays out. That's not pretty at all. A new NFL rule change is a 3-hour time limit imposed on head coach interviews for candidates with teams still in the playoffs. So Tristan Wirfs is holding out as he seeks a new contract. That's interesting. Cooper Kupp says the team is prepared if Aaron Donald ever wants to come back. Love that quote. How about this? Mets pitcher Jake Diekman throws a cooler as he was frustrated after allowing a home run. Oof. Patrick Mahomes actually reacted to a 468-foot home run that Bobby Witt Jr. hit, which was the third longest homer of the season. NFL tests first down technology as optical tracking system to be used during preseason, possibly during the regular season if approved. Very interesting. DeAndre Hopkins backs Treylon Burks as he shuts down any doubt around Treylon Burks. Shota Imanaga met Angel Reese and Camelia Cardoso at Wrigley Field. That's pretty cool. And then Angel Reese and believe it or not, joins DC Power Football Club ownership group. That is really cool. NHL playoffs sets a record as most watched Stanley Cup playoffs through 2 rounds. Wow. I mean, it has to be because the Bruins and the Rangers are still in it. Dallas, Colorado, the Edmonton Stars, Vegas in it, Toronto. A lot of good markets in there, so that makes sense. In Edmonton, Porzingis could return by Game 4 for Boston. That'd be huge. There's a video of Garrett Cole back at Yankee Stadium, so that's pretty neat. Kyron Williams will be out for a few weeks because of a foot injury, expected back by training camp. Robert Saleh says that Aaron Rodgers is doing everything at practice. Tank Dell practices 3 weeks after being shot. Hope he's okay. It's pretty impressive that he's already practicing. And sometimes those injuries could take a while to recoup from. The Rockets are eyeing Jonathan Mitchell, as Houston could offer a package around the number 3 pick for Donovan Mitchell. That'd be an interesting fit, him and Van Vliet together, unless Van Vliet's in the trade. And the Rockets have received interest from a handful of teams on the number 3 pick. The Spurs are very high on UConn guard Stephon Castle, as they can take him at 4 or 8. Don't forget they have 2 picks. They can trade up if they want to. The Magic are eyeing D'Angelo Russell. Ooh, that would be interesting. Oh my God, the Lakers are very high on JJ Redick, as they see him as a Pat Riley-like coaching prospect. Okay. A little too high of praise, I think. I mean, I think Pat Riley's one of the best to ever do it. Probably one of the best coaches. Probably one of the best, maybe I'm a little biased, but one of the best 5 coaches in history of the league. It's him. It's Phil Jackson. It's Greg Popovich. I mean, you might have to put Steve Kerr in there at this point with the 4 rings. But yeah, those are the 4 coaches that jump out to me the most as the best I've seen. That's a little too high of a praise for JJ, in my opinion, especially with Pat Riley as a comp. Like, that's ridiculous. So how about this? Belief around the NBA is that Paul George will remain in LA amid Knicks and Sixers buzz. The NBA all defensive teams are out. First team led by Rudy Gobert and Victor Wembanyama. And then joining those two are Anthony Davis, Bam Adebayo, and Herb Jones. Ridiculous that it's all centers and Herb Jones. Second team, Alex Caruso, Drew Holiday, Jalen Suggs, Derek White, and Jaden McDaniels. The Juan Soto suitors to be limited, as an AL executive thinks that the Yankees and the Mets will be among few teams able to afford Juan Soto. It does feel like he's going to end up staying with the Yankees, I feel like. And I think they have to do it. They have to. This is a generational player. I mean, you don't know how much longer you're going to have prime Aaron Judge for. Soto's younger than Aaron Judge, and Soto is just very talented all around. So the Yankees better keep him. How about this? Vladdy and Bo Bichette could be on the trading block, as rival executives believe that the Jays are open to trading one or both of the stars. That would be crazy if the Jays blew it up. Like, I mean, it makes sense because they haven't done anything with this core and they have all those big contracts on the books that they can't keep everybody. Takeru Kobayashi retires as the former hot dog eating champ announces decision due to health reasons. That's sad. And then Penn State has $700 million renovations as rendering released for updated football stadium. Alrighty.